Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Norhayati. So today I'm going to answer some questions about PKL assignment, our experience in interviewing some foreigners there. So the first question is, was my English understood? How do I know? I think yes, it was understood by the foreigners because we can communicate really easy at the time, and the foreigners can understand my English, so we can communicate easily. And then the second question is, was it easy for me to interact with someone whose language wasn't Indonesian? Why? I think it was easy, but to start the interview was the pressure for me because I was so nervous. I am so scared if the foreigners can't understand my English. But then after a few minutes interacting with the foreigners, I feel comfortable and it was so easy for me to talk with them. And then the third question, did you speak fluently when interacting with foreigners? How did you do it? How did I do it? Yes, I did my best, I guess, and I did speak fluently with the foreigners because um, before doing the interview, I have a lot of practices before meet the foreigners. So I tried the pronunciation first, and yeah, I tried my best to talk with good structure, good Indonesian, and good pronunciation, and I did my best for this assignment. So that's all for my answer. Thank you so much. There will be a video from me when I do the interview with the foreigners. There are two foreigners there. Thank you.
She is an victim. It's not Is this I'm going to?
Yes, thank
What about you?
The same.
Travel to yeah, where from?
From the office. You pay.
Yeah.
Europe.
Europe. For you, some Spanish girl. Yeah. And I can talk about it.
Okay.
Think about Bali.
It's our place.
Out of here, right? But just so easy.
But more electric. It's more or less.
Oh, yeah.
Warm or less.
Do you remember?
The beach. You see the people. Time. And the
What is your favorite?
yeah.
And the place have this side Bali.
Can you repeat?
Side Bali, what the other country?
Borneo.
That's smart. I'm in
The beach.
South.
Visit anggota.
Orang
Going to the
Klotos. Oh, city. Kita Banjar.
no.
Karaya.
The city.
Pangkalan Bun.
In the middle of Borneo. Like it? Which one? The Bali.
I probably
Yeah.
it shows the very different area. Every place. So
Fair enough.
we are going to a place to visit. Yeah, Papua. One second, remember. It's where are you? See? No. I Flores and
Okay. Thank you.
Hello guys, so let me introduce myself. My name is Rizky Pratiwi. Today I will answer some questions from PKL assignment. So let's start. Okay, the first question is, was there any misunderstanding when you interacted with foreigner? I think maybe there are some misunderstanding. What was it, and why? Maybe because of our lack of vocabulary, and also the feeling of nervous. I think that's all. Okay, move to the next questions. Do you think your English was good enough? I think yes. How do you know? Okay, how do I know my English was good? The first is when I interacted with the foreigners. The foreigners understood my language, and also understood what I meant. And then next question: Do you think the lesson you got from English department helped you when you interacted with the foreigners? Yes, it helps me a lot to interact with the foreigner, to make a conversation to them, and also it helped me to grow on my confidence to talk to the foreigners. Okay, I think that's all from me, and then next will be continued by my friends. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Citra Anugerah. So today I will try to answer some questions from my lecturer. Before I answer the question, let me tell something for you. Okay, last time I have holiday in Bali with my department. So in Bali we have assignment to find some foreigner and do interaction with them, and also have interview with them about anything that what we want to know about them. And we do the assignment in group, but we divided the question, so we need to answer some question, 3 questions for a person. In Bali, I was interview a tourist, a foreigner, especially a woman. She is a beautiful one, and I really jealous because she has beautiful skin and she is taller than me. She is beautiful. I really jealous with that. And she is a Singapore, that's our neighbor country, and I do interview with her. I really excited when I was interview her because she really attractive to communicate with another person. Okay, now we are going to answer the question. 3 questions for me. Okay, let me try to answer the first question. Actually, this is the 7th one in our list. The question is, did you find any cultural shock when you interacted with the foreigners? If yes, what was it? Okay, to answer this question, cultural shock. If cultural shock is mean like feeling afraid to talk with the other one. Cultural shock like, what is that? Afraid or yeah, confused. Yeah, I think no, I'm not find that. Okay, for this case, I think I'm not find that one. I'm not find cultural shock on her and also on me because I really relax. I really enjoy the interaction with when we was interview, when we was do a conversation. Now we are going to the next question to continue the answer of the next questions. Next question is, did the foreigner try to use the local language? Why or why not? Okay, if the local language here is mean Indonesian one, I think I'm not found that because she talked with me clearly using English one, and I talked to her using English, so we talk using English, so I'm not find the local language between our conversation. So I think that's all for this question. So I will go to the next question. Now, so wow, this is the last question for me. Did you find any code switching along your interview? Please mention them. Okay, I understand a code switching is meant like peralihan bahasa. Okay, if code switching is peralihan bahasa, I think yes, I found them. Before I interact with her, I asked her using Mandarin language. I think she is from China or from Taipei, but she is a Singapore woman. So when I was talking with her first my friend using a Mandarin one, try to interview her, and then this have code switching from the Mandarin one into English one. I think that's all the code switching that I found, but I'm not found another like bahasa Indonesia or bahasa serapan or bahasa like what we call as borrowing language. I'm not found that. She using English clearly. So that 3 question for me. I have answered the question from my letter, and the last what I say is I'm really enjoy my holiday in Bali with my department and also my lecturer. That really funny. I can see a beautiful beach, and then I can see GWK and so many things that beautiful in Bali. I think I will go to Bali next time when I will have a work. I won't do it. Okay, thank you so much. That's all for my answer for all the questions. So the next question will be answered from my friend.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Nur Syfa. Here I'm making this video for our PKL assignment, and I will tell you about my experience when I interviewed with some foreigners in Bali. And I'm also will be answer the question from number 10 to 12 for our PKL assignment. And for the first question is question number 10. Did you find any figures of speech or idioms used by the foreigners when you conducted the interview? Why or why not? Okay, I will tell you. Here, I'm interviewed with foreigners from Egypt. They are a couple. Names of this couple is Aman and Salma. I interview with them only in 1 minute 30 seconds in duration. It's not longer enough for me to know the figures of speech and what kind of idioms that they use when speaking with me. So I didn't notice that. Maybe if I talk with them any longer, maybe I can found that. But because I only interview 1 minute in 30 seconds duration, I cannot get much kind of idioms that they use when speaking with me. And for number 11, this is the second question. Did you find any differences in language style between male and female foreigners in the interaction? Why? Okay, to be honest, I found some language style, but it's not like male using language another language and female using another language to know. It's like for female, I found that they speaking very softly and very smoothly, and I can understand more than male speaking, because when male foreigners speaking, I I can't understand, because His talk very fast, and it's hard for me to hear what he said for the first time. And for the last question is number 12. Did the foreigners try to speak politely to you? How do you know? Okay, when the first time I met Aman and Salma, I asked them for interview and they say yes indirectly. So, you know what I mean? That mean they're polite because they accept what they accept your interview, and they want to talking with me even they never met me before, because in Bali is not all foreigners went to interview, and it's very hard for me to find foreigners that they want to interview with me. So I think that's all for my video. Thank you so much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, well, this is my first question. What's your name?
Sama
And
Amal.
Aman. Okay, where are you come from?
We come from Egypt.
Egypt. Oh, okay, that's a very good country.
Yes.
I've never come there, but I really want to there.
It
Okay.
would be nice to.
Yeah, this is your first time to come in Bali.
Yeah, before honeymoon.
Okay, what do you think about Bali?
It's interesting, for us, nice experience so far.
Yeah, the weather, it's so hot or like
It's kind of hot nowadays.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I'm
very
burnt
hot.
already.
Yeah, Bali is so very hot.
Yeah.
And what else? Oh yes, do you ever visit another country,
Yes. Yeah.
such as
We went to Dubai, Turkey.
in Indonesia, Japan?
No.
No,
No.
not
first
yet.
time
First
for
time in
Asian
Indonesia.
Oh, this first time you
Yeah.
come to Indonesia and Bali.
Yeah.
I recommend you to go to Japan. There's a very nice place in there.
Okay.
Many places in Indonesia.
Alright.
Visit there.
Sure.
Yes.
Okay. What else? Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you so
What's
much.
your name?
My name is Shiva.
Sifa?
Yes, Shiva. Do you music? I'm sorry.
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you music? Okay, yeah, I'm music too.
Yeah. Of course.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Same here. Same here. Best of luck in your class.
Okay, thank you so much.